Morning, everyone. In our lecture series, today we are going to discuss the fourth topic in the title of unsupervised learning. We already discussed three different topics from this lecture series. The topic one will give about the overview for machine learning. The second topic discuss about the different types of machine learning. The third topic is describe about supervised learning. The fourth one, today we are going to discuss about this unsupervised learning in machine learning. Do you remember this? This is the three different types of machine learning algorithms. We already discussed supervised algorithm with a task-based driven approach. It is always predicted the next value. So today we are going to discuss this topic is more related with some data-driven approaches, named it as unsupervised learning. The unsupervised learning is always used to identify the different clusters from the given data set. Okay. What is this unsupervised learning? The unsupervised learning is always focused training data, but it does not include any desired outputs. Okay, in the real world, the unsupervised learning is a type of machine learning in which models are trained using unlabeled data sets and are allowed to act on the data without any supervision. But in machine learning, in your supervised learning, it having labeled data set, and the labels are always allowed the objects to monitor something, or it is named as supervised learning. But this unsupervised learning is always work out without any supervision. See, this is the simple picture going to describe about the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning. Actually, in this picture contain totally 5 different objects. 5 different objects are majorly represented. All these are pet animals. And also the pet animals is classified into 2 different categories. One is cat, another one is dog. Based on our human experience, we can easily identify this one is dog, this one is cat. But here, no more label is not given for these particular images. But our human intellectual, our knowledge, our wisdom will describe this is cat, this is dog. Everything is categorized or grouping based on our experience. But how the machine learning or a machine is going to identify these classification. This is the major objective of your unsupervised learning. The given image or the given data sets don't have any labels, a kind of unlabeled data sets. Okay, how it is going to identify by the machine. This is the task. Okay, again, I want to give some input about unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning needs no previous data as input, and also this method allows the model to learn on its own using data, which you give. Not from the labels, you are giving some data. Based on this data, the model to learn about the data. The third point, the data is not labeled. The data is not labeled, but the algorithms helps the model in forming clusters or groupings based on the similar types of data. In our example, having a major thing is all objects are pet animals. But in the second category, it is classified based on either it is dogs or cats. Okay, how it is going to execute. See, this is the simple explanation about our unsupervised learning. Our input image contain 3 cat and 2 dogs. Yes. This is the raw data input. Another name of our input or data set is called as raw data input. The raw data input is going to categorize or classified with the help of our model. This is the output. The output picture is clearly described. Two different categories. One is cat, another one is dog. How the algorithms are categorized these types of model. See what is actually happened. Our input raw data. The input raw data means we are giving the input is unlabeled. Now, for example, in our input data having two cat, two dogs. Based on our intellectual, our wisdom, we are describe, our experience, we are describe, this is cat, this is dog. But how actually the machine learning is going to predict, or how the machine learning algorithm is going to describe or categorize or clustering. What are the steps involved in this particular algorithm? The second phase, the input raw data is interpreted. The interpretation role is used to minimum level classification. The raw data is processed in very minimum level. After that, the particular algorithms is going to apply with the interpreted data. Based on this algorithm, the data are going to processed with some algorithms, like some unsupervised learning algorithms. This unsupervised learning algorithm will provide the categorization or classification or clustering. It is clearly cluster. One group is dog, another group is cat. So in this unsupervised learning algorithm, they are using two different phases. One is interpretation, another one is processing. The interpretation will take the input of raw data. The processing will take the input of algorithmic or model-based outcomes. See, this is the simple working mechanism of our unsupervised learning. Then the same thing is described in a different format. Okay. In this unsupervised learning, having a major term is one is clustering, another one is association. The clustering is used to categorize the input raw data, but the association is used to find out the relationship between given input variables or processing variables. So clustering is better to classify the data, but the association majorly focused on relationship, identified the relationship between the two different variables, either it is input variable or processed variable, whatever it may be. Association is going to find out the relationship between the different variables. These are all the unsupervised learning algorithm used in machine learning. Majorly K-means algorithms, this KNN, hierarchical clustering, anomaly deduction, neural networks, then PCA, like PCA, ICA. PCA means principal component analysis, then ICA is independent component analysis. Both these algorithms will help in the phase of clustering. In the phase of clustering to categorize the different data. Then the a priori algorithms, singular value decomposition, these are also takes the part of classification or clustering. All these algorithms will help to find out the non-labeled data into a better group. See, this is the major working principles of unsupervised learning algorithms. Thank you. Thank you all for your patient listening.